Hey guys, it's called Three Moms and a Dad. I'm Tracy Humphrey here with ABC 10. It is a new show that we're debuting today. I'm so excited about it. I get to work with some of my favorite people.
She has to say that because we're sitting right here.
No, that's not true.
I believe her. I believe her.
So each one of us have completely different dynamics going on in my life, and one of them is I don't know how to use social media. Can you see that?
What we all learned is we all don't know how to use our phones.
We have to turn down the volume.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
And
Oh, is that?
I'm going to be cooking
Sorry
today,
about
just FYI. So if you have any secrets on saving money, let me know. 3-bean salad.
Yes.
Mama Begley's trying to lose weight and help with cholesterol. So not everybody is happy with my cooking, but I'm just going to say, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, Tracy.
I just told her that I am an honest taste tester. So I'm looking forward to tasting it. So we're going to all kind of tell a little bit about our family dynamic. So I'm Tracy Humphrey. I'm a single mom. I have a 6-year-old daughter, and that's a little bit about me.
Oh, that was quick.
Well, yeah, I wanted to leave room for you guys.
Okay, I am Monica Woods, and I am married, 3 kids, and 2 teenagers, girls. Yes, help. Send me any thoughts and help that I can have. One is about to drive, and then a 12-year-old boy. Yes, and send him thoughts and comments on how to survive a family. Oh, there they are. Yeah, he looks so tough, but yeah.
In all honesty, Monica really did just ask for professional help. Starting with their closets, because you're getting to that point where everyone needs their space. They need to get it organized. This is the life that you're living right now.
Yep. And you're about to enter it, my friend. Tell us about
Yeah,
yourself.
Rob's got a lot going on.
My name's Rob Carlmark. I'm a morning weather guy here on ABC 10. And I'm now the father of 3, the youngest one who can't sit up yet, as you can tell, flat on his back. His name's Nash. I call this photo the family of 50 toes.
How cute.
I love that.
So we've got Lakin, my daughter, Maverick, my son, and Nash, the little one, who's a month and a week today.
Wow. We pray for Rob, don't we?
Okay, so I'm Brittany, and I have a son. His name is Chance. I named him Chance for Chance a Lifetime. He hated me for that until Chance the Rapper came along, and then he was like, "You are awesome." So yeah, my son is 12, and I'm looking forward to my 40s when he's in college, and I get to explore the world. And I would say that while he's in college, I can be a fun mom.
And I love that right now, you think you can explore the world when he's in college and think that you can afford it, right?
Exactly. I knew that was coming next. I never go for it. I love being a mom. I'm just saying.
I know. Hey, we pipe dreams, man. You know, think big.
Right? I want to go with her when she goes. Trish, our producer, just told me I need to make sure I kind of circle back so you guys can see a picture of my daughter, Julian.
Yeah.
So that's Joel. She's 6 years old. She loves
and
to
a character.
Yeah, she is, as my grandfather would say, a character. She is always doing something. So, yeah. So, Rob is going to be in charge of comments today. So, if there's anything that you want to touch on, anything we are not talking about that you think we should be talking about, you can always send a comment to the Facebook page. He will see it. He'll bring it up, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. And what are we talking about?
Well, today we got some great stuff we're talking about. So, number 1 on my cue card, in 1975, more than half of mothers stayed home with their kids. Today, both parents work in about 70% of families with children. And Monica and I were talking about this yesterday. I remember when I was smaller, my mom was actually a stay-at-home. And when I started thinking about who are stay-at-home moms now, they're either people who are very well off, who can afford to have just one parent at home. But, you know.
Or they find a way to make it happen. I've talked to some people who had 2 working families, and as the kids started to get more active, they had to find a way to just make it work. And they said, yeah, we had to limit the amount of activities that we did, or cut the coupons and look for those cost-saving measures. Go fill up the gas with Costco card or something like that. I mean, you really have to change your lifestyle when you do that.
And I was going to say, I think there's some moms, especially when my son was younger, I just didn't make enough to afford daycare because, come on, it's a lot of money. And it was daycare or work, it's going to wash out. And so then it was, how do you make money on the side? And so I started working the overnight shift at the radio station to so I could afford daycare. But thank gosh now there's like social media and influencers and garage sales. You can make money.
There's a lot of different ways. Because if you don't have family local, it really adds up. Like I don't have any.
I don't think any of us do. Your folks are down in SoCal. Yours are in Alabama. Mine are in Indiana. They're in the house. If you want to see a photo of mom and dad, go to my Facebook page. or my Instagram
There we
page.
go.
Oh, there's Dad.
Oh, look at Mr. Wood.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your
the
dad.
show so far.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Mom and Dad are loving retirement right now. They get to go and they actually do get to travel. So Brittany, maybe that's the time.
See, I told
is
you.
in retirement, that's when you get to travel, right? So
I like
thankfully
it.
they're in good health. So I'm very thankful for that. But Rob, I know that you guys have had to do a little bit different. Your wife works, but she's in the house.
Yeah.
Right. She's in the house. She's a photographer, but she used to do news. She was like me. She did weather. She did sports. She anchored. She was a reporter. But you come to a decision point where, am I going to make enough to afford to keep working,
Yes.
or is it actually more cost effective for me to actually watch the kid because I can't afford it? There's a break-even point. And just this morning I was on Reddit. For Sacramento, they've got a subreddit, and people were talking about childcare in Sacramento.
That's
they
a
say, you
lot.
know what? It's about 15 grand. And then everyone
Whoa,
without
we
kids
have
was
some
saying,
business.
yeah, right, there's no way. And they're like, no, this is really it. And then Bay Area people are like, hey, that's a steal.
Right.
We're thinking
That's
about coming out that way specifically because of these kind of costs. So, yeah, it's an amazing world that we live in. And sometimes it's difficult to relate sometimes to this current situation with, say, our folks or even older, because it's just a different world. People cannot fathom, if you didn't grow up with that, or if that wasn't your experience, how in the world is this possible? How is this right? That's just what it costs, and you're going to pay it because it's your kid. What else are you going to do?
Well, here's the thing. You're talking about financial costs. How about the mental and emotional costs? I do have mommy guilt. When I feel like I should be at a certain place, or I can't make it because I'm at work, or you're rushing trying to get to a place. So there's the financial cost, and I'm sure there's daddy guilt too. There are always times I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Running on fumes. Now, speaking of childcare, I know we've touched on that. I did want to put up this statistic that unfortunately in California, many of you, this will not come as a surprise. We rank 49th out of 51 because they included the District of Columbia, but 49th in the lowest of the low for childcare. So that means that we just do not have great services or access to childcare. And living in California, it's the most expensive state to live in. And you think, how do you survive if you're not a dual working family?
$4.89. That's what it's going for a gallon of gas near El Camino. Come on. Today was $4.
Okay, watch it.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
Oh my God.
Slow your roll.
Sorry. As I took a family bus,
She's closest to you. Right?
I'm very passionate about it. I'm sorry,
I
guys.
have a comment alert.
Tell us.
Kimberly Morgan is in the comments. Now, Kimberly Morgan, I went to high school with her.
Yes, you did.
Hey, Kimberly.
She lives in
Hi,
Yuba City area. She's got 6 kids.
Oh,
So
yes.
you want to talk about making it work, but
She
we
Amish?
see her. She comes to all of our coffee meetups, so hello.
Yeah.
And if you want to, just throw in a couple words and let us know how you make it work.
Yeah,
because
Kimberly.
For sure.
Yeah, we're like beginner, moderate level of trying to manage it. You're expert level, so you could really teach us a lot. Just let us know in the comments below. And if we could, I've got a couple big comments that we can pull in. We put this out there earlier, and we've got Cherie F. She says she's a single mom, worked 2 jobs. That's how she made it work. And maybe it's more than that. And then what else? What if you're going to church? What if you want to volunteer? What if you want to take part in your kid's classroom? Or you want to
I do that.
do stuff for yourself? We haven't even talked about
Well, there
that
is
because
no
we don't even
self.
think about that anymore. So that's her comment. Here's another one from Gloria. Enjoy your parents. My mom didn't work when I was growing up, so
That would
that's
be
something.
me.
That's a nice luxury.
Yeah.
And then I think we've got one more. Jolene, always, our dad was in construction. We moved around a lot, but our mom always found a job. If this I think we could all relate to this.
Parents
We like
rock.
talking about this
make
because
it happen.
everyone's experience is personal and how you made it work, but the goal is the same. You have to make it work
I know,
because you got to
right?
work and you got to make sure these kids are taken care of.
Can I say my mom, a single mom, she worked for Victoria's Secret, the corporate catalog, and I'm so grateful for Lex Wexner, the owner, because he provided us with great health care. He provided us with discounts, huge discounts on clothing and shoes, and I mean, I'm talking $5 dresses at Victoria's Secret that cost a fortune. So I just am so grateful that he had that.
Can
because
I
it
add you have
changed
a
my life.
wonderful lingerie collection?
Okay, well, there's that too, but
Okay, so here's our number 2 statistic, guys. It says we're going to talk about best and worst states for working moms, right? Number 1 being the best. Would you like to guess where California is? 1 being the best. Where would Cali be for
Well, I
best
know
and worst states?
I put this out, so I already know.
Oh, you already know. So
Yeah.
40, and it says that's based on child care, professional opportunities, and life balance. Number 1, Massachusetts. The worst, number 51,
where?
Louisiana, the Bayou.
And again, because they included the District of Columbia.
Right.
People be like, there's 50 states, right?
Yeah, right. So when I started thinking about that, I started thinking about where we work. Yeah. And I will tell you what has saved me, my FSA account.
Yeah,
that flexible spending account, I set money aside. So then when I have to pay for my babysitter, it is all tax-free. And it has given me so much more money in my budget. And I'm always like, Monica and I sit across from each other. I'm like, Monica, you hear about that FSA account? And so she's like, yeah, we do that too. I think a lot of it is talking to people that are doing the same things you're doing, because sometimes there are workarounds we don't know about.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah,
It shows 3 moms and a dad.
Dad.
Historically, but we're not genderizing everything, but historically, dad does a lot of financial stuff.
Yeah.
What is the FSA? I don't even know what this is. I'm just being honest with you.
Flexible savings
So
account.
what is that for people that don't know?
Okay, that's a good one. So
And don't forget to tell them about the catch at the end of the year.
So, so there's an HSA, which a lot of people hear about.
Right.
So that's a health savings account.
Okay.
And so that is money that you can put aside for example, any type of doctor's visits.
Okay.
So our company, for example, puts aside $500 at the beginning of every year that you can use for any prescription, you can use for any sundries that you want to get at an actual drugstore, you can use anything for medical. And FSA for us is specifically child care. So any child care costs I have, I can use, so I, for example, I set aside a lot because I pay, just full disclosure, I probably pay about $400 to $500 a month for childcare because I work weekends.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I work from 3 p.m. to midnight. I need somebody at my home from 2 p.m. to 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So she gets paid, what, $10, $12 an hour. I put aside about $200 every pay period. That is, so when I get that money, it is all pre-taxed.
That's nice.
And so it saves me a lot. Now the catch is, as Monica was saying, if you do not use your FSA by the end of the year, it does not roll over. You lose
Use it or lose
Really?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
HSA will roll over. FSA, if you for somehow forget to use it, I never forget. But if you forget to use it rather, it goes by and it goes back to the company.
That is huge. Did not know about it, and that's going to save money.
And HSA is different because that's the health
Yes,
savings
specifically
account.
health,
And that does roll over. And it earns very little interest, but it does earn interest.
Okay, so my question is, how did you find that babysitter? Because I'm kind of scared. I had a bad experience with one babysitter.
you
It
know
never
what?
happened again for 10 years.
Okay, so here's the thing. I saw a girl at Starbucks. I was talking about it. She said she babysat. I
Okay.
tried her for a while. It worked out for like 2 or 3 weeks. The second one actually came from our after-school care
that's
program.
legit.
Her name is Carlin. She works with the school.
Okay.
She needed hours. I needed hours. So she already knew my daughter. They already had a relationship. So I felt comfortable leaving her in my home 10 to 12 hours a day, and I love my relationship with her.
That's good.
I know you've got some comments. I've got a couple too. Do you want to get to yours first?
Well, excuse me. I asked for Kimberly Morgan, mother of 6 kids.
Yeah.
She said it's all about the budget. Just budget as much as you can. You got to save forever. Megan says that her mom was a single mom and was shamed by the other moms for not volunteering in the classroom. And tell you something,
There's
it's
someone you shame.
mom shaming
Yes.
is a real thing. That could be a whole other show. But I've seen it with my own eyes. But people just don't know everybody else's experience,
That's true.
especially in a classroom setting, because you only get to know these people by chance.
Correct.
And you don't really spend that much time getting to know them, so you assume things about their life,
That's true.
and it's probably wrong.
And most of the moms that are there are stay-at-homes. So odds are they have the opportunity to be there during the day
Right.
because they're
I've
stay-at-homes.
seen a mix. I've seen a mix at our
I go in on
school.
Monday and Tuesdays because I'm off those days, but all the other moms there are typically stay-at-home. So they're there all the time.
And I usually dote on them. Thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
no, that's smart. That's a good one.
Oh, thank you for helping our kids. Wanted to get to Irma's question because she said, do we have anything for expenses to help college kids? And we're going through that right now in our house because we've got a junior who's thinking about college and applications. And in full disclosure, when I went to college, my parents paid for it. And I kind of knew that going in. I did try to make it as budget friendly as possible. My other siblings, maybe not so much, but but I did take that into account. And one of my friends that I used to work with here said, you've got to have skin in the game in college anymore because it is so expensive. So what she did is she put her kids on a tier system. We will pay for the first year. The second year,
I like that.
you pay for books. The third year, you pay for books and your housing. The fourth year, you're on your own.
Okay, so you said you're looking. How much is it now, Monica?
It runs anywhere from about 36,000, 37,000 at Berkeley to 70,000 plus for out-of-state schools. I mean, we looked at Indiana University, which you would think, hey, the nation's heartland, Indiana, it's not that expensive to live. $55,000 out of state tuition.
That's a lot of money.
No scholarship, straight up. It's a state school, state
Yeah,
school. It's a good school, but
They love those out-of-state people, though, because there's some reason they really, really want to go there, so they're like, sure, we'll take your money.
So, Irma, back to your question, I would say what we're doing is we're seriously considering city college, community college, because it
And then
is 2
transfer?
years free, yes. And nobody knows that you went to community college for
Right.
2 years. And now that our daughter has skin in the game,
Yeah.
it used to be, well, I'm going to Berkeley, I'm going to Boston College, I'm going to Notre Dame.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you're going to owe after 4 years.
Good point.
What I'm going to owe?
That's a lot of money.
That's what you will
and she's
owe.
got siblings behind her too.
Yes.
So
So now she said community college actually sounds like a really
good idea.
good idea to at least consider if I don't get scholarship.
So we're going through something in-house right now. We got 3 little ones. We're good on toys. We're good on toys. We're good on stuff. And I kind of just put this out there. And my cousin, she's super smart with money. And she said, you know what? I got to a point where I said, we don't need all this stuff. We have it. We're good. She set up a college fund and just said, look, when it comes around to that time for birthdays and other things, just go direct there. So usually the parents do that, or you take a portion of your paycheck. She just said, for any sort of gift, just do it. I'll take care of clothes. I'll take care of all that.
That's nice.
Just do it, because that is going to end up being a huge deal down
Well, yeah,
the road.
because it adds up.
Right. But I just don't think it's as satisfying if you're like, that's not as good as when the kid opens up a Jack in the Box or some train toy or something like
But
that.
maybe if
but
they
you have to think about it in a
But I
different
love
way.
it.
because-
Maybe it could be a fake diploma.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Toy.
if they get
Yeah.
six,
Oh,
six
kids will
toys.
love that. The 2-year-old will love that. Thanks
Right?
for the diploma.
Well, maybe if they get 6 or 7 toys.
A cap.
Yeah, there we go.
A cap and gown for a dress up.
Well, maybe if they get 6, I'm just being silly. Maybe if they get 6 or 7 toys, you just give them 2.
That's true.
Right.
Like you pick and choose. I
Mom.
parse out. I put them up in the closet and I
Yeah.
parse out what I give Jules.
Well, I'll talk about college too, just because I'm going back to college at Mississippi State, and I was like, I really want to be a meteorologist, but like, how am I going to afford this? I still have college loans for Winthrop, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to take some of my retirement and pay for some of that schooling, and it's really helped. But I'm like, so here's my choices. I can either just do what I do and pray to God that I get a better, more opportunities, or I can borrow a little bit from my future and hope that I can pay that back when I make a little more money.
And you're
Right?
teaching your
Right.
kids great tools as well. I'm coming over here just for a moment because things are smelling really good. Does anybody else think that we should have glasses of wine up here?
I think so
mean,
too.
we're
Color
cooking,
me,
we're
color me.
around the kitchen, right?
Yes, we are.
We gotta fix this. We'll fix it for next time. Okay.
Tell us what you're doing, Britt.
Yeah,
Like, what is all that?
where are we at here?
Okay, so we are
All
trying
sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. So I wanted something on a budget.
Okay.
When you get older, like me, I worry about my cholesterol. My doctor said I have to worry, so I'm trying to cut out some of the meats.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something fresh but easy and inexpensive. So it's a 3-bean salad. You can see I have my kidney beans here, my black beans, my chickpeas here.
Okay.
Okay. Look, I'm still learning. Don't look at the mess. And then we have some little rice here. So this is going to be a rice. And we have our peppers, we have our green onions.
That's
and
what smells so
Yes,
good.
and our onions. We're gonna mix it all together, and then we're gonna make a homemade vinaigrette to kind of give it that little bit of pop that it needs on a budget.
Who is she?
And
Who
if you
is
don't
this?
like it, it's
Homemade
okay
vinegar.
because I don't care. That's what happens with age. I'm
No,
just
I
kidding.
love-
I
That's-
love you, and I do
That's a
care.
parent in the kitchen right there. I'm going through all this work. You're going to eat it. And you're like, okay, dads, this is our style of cooking too. Can you open a can?
Yeah.
Do you like to play with knives?
Right.
That's
You can
true.
make this.
Clearly, Brittany likes to play with
Yes,
knives.
she does.
I know.
I want to circle back. John mentioned something, and it's a really good
What'd he
point
say?
because community college has this
Yeah.
stigma. And the way that I presented it, and I apologize because I said, oh, community college, nobody's going to know that you went there. He said he went to community college, then went on to UOP, got his doctorate in pharmacy. And
Wow.
I actually told my daughter, and I didn't present it as well as I should have, that you're smarter for doing that.
What you're doing.
And being
Financially.
fiscally responsible for what you are doing. I think that says a lot about your character, that you knew where you stood, you knew what you were getting into. And so, John, thank you for your comment, and thank you for pointing that out because you're absolutely right. And way to go. Love it.
Yeah.
And she probably won't have
He said it
nearly
takes
as much.
dedication and commitment, and you're right.
She won't have nearly as much debt.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I mean, I'm still paying off Syracuse.
I know. I know.
I'm
Yeah.
still paying off Syracuse.
Okay, so
I
now we got
enjoyed
everything
Syracuse,
mixed
but
in
I'm still
here.
paying off.
Yeah. Okay, so we have our beans and a rice. Look, I tried to find something on Pinterest. I was gonna go with a juicy pot roast, but I was trying to be
Yeah,
healthy.
what happened to the pot roast?
I know, because now that I look at it, I'm like,
You're cooking next time.
I'm gonna scoop it.
you're cooking something.
Don't worry about your cholesterol. We will.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, it's going to be lower in about 5 minutes.
On Sundays, I cook on Facebook Live on my page, and I'll do something better.
Good.
But
Hey, that's a good time.
look, I'm trying, guys. Right? Here
Okay,
you go.
so we got peppers, onions. It
does
smells
smell
good. Does smell good, right?
amazing. Yeah. No, do you normally have to cool this rice, or can you put it in warm?
You know, today we put it in how it was, but
Okay.
I probably could cool it in the future, I'm thinking, right?
Oh my
It's kinda
gosh.
Now,
cool.
you
I
got
don't know.
this recipe
It
on
might
Pinterest.
actually taste
Yeah,
kind of good because then the vegetables would be still just a little bit crunchy, but a little bit soft as well.
Yeah.
But I think it might actually work out pretty well.
Okay, folks, here's the deal. Leave us a comment if you know a way to make this look better. If we have it in here, we'll fix it. But it is a really cheap and easy thing to do. So.
It's colorful, it's nutritious. You eat with your eyes first, then your mouth. So as long as it looks good, you're halfway there.
Yeah,
He
you're
is
true.
selling
That's
it
true.
over
Gosh,
here.
you're so good, Roberto.
Right?
Hey, can
Yeah.
I give you guys a Pinterest
Yes.
tip?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's on Pinterest.
Because it's 3 moms and dad. I get a lot of Pinterest recipes. I don't have a Pinterest
Yeah.
account. So I'm like, screen grab it, then send it to me. There's
Yeah.
a huge benefit. People
Just
find
like that.
recipes all the time. They're like, oh, this is great. Then when it comes to dinner time, let me just look up. Now you're going into Pinterest.
Yeah.
You can't find it.
Oh,
you got to go down
okay.
the rabbit hole. It's a million ads. I'm like, where's the ingredients and the recipe?
I love you
So
for that.
that's all I need. What do I need?
pretty good.
What do I need to do? Screen grab it, send it to me. That way it can get it done. So if you're a Pinterest cook,
Yeah.
awesome.
Me too.
Screen grab it.
Okay, so we do have one last topic, and
Okay.
Brittany, Trish just said she wanted if you could start plating.
Okay, yes, I will start playing.
She doesn't have earpiece, so I'm her earpiece.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
good.
this is the dressing.
Yeah, we're going to just do
Okay.
a little vinegar and some oil and put it together
Yeah.
and pray to goodness that it tastes good.
What's
sure
the
it's gonna taste
seasoning, by
good.
the way?
Okay, so I
Garlic
forgot
salt?
some of my
Just-
seasoning, but I have a
Okay.
little garlic salt.
Oh, that
maybe
does the
salt,
trick every time.
pepper. I thought, okay, this will
like
work.
garlic
We got it
salt.
going. Because in real life, you don't have everything that's in a recipe.
No,
Right.
you're true.
No,
it's
you never
true.
do.
Right? Unless you're going to pay $200 for a
Right.
salad. No.
Yeah, yeah. On Pinterest, you go through and you're like truffle oil.
Yeah.
Nope. you like canola? Sounds like truffle.
Yes, Roberto, yes.
Oh, it sounds
right
exactly
there.
like
Right?
truffle.
No one's gonna know back here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so just here's our last statistic, guys.
Okay.
It says that childcare costs. I need glasses. I'm sorry. Average childcare costs are anywhere from $12,000 to $14,000 a year, and that's according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And must mention, in some cities, it's actually double that. So, do you guys, as far as your childcare costs, anybody want to weigh in on what your? I still pay for childcare costs, even though my daughter's in kindergarten,
remember.
because kindergarten gets out at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to pay for her from 1 p.m. to 5 or 6 until a parent can pick her up.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to next year when she's in first grade, and I don't have to spend all that money.
Right.
So that it has a lot to do. I know there's a lot of childcare costs when kids are preschool age, but depending on what grade they're in, you're still kind of paying some money.
I always thought as soon as my kids got out of that preschool age and into their elementary school, middle school, high school, oh, that cost is going to go down so much. It is incrementally gone up
Really?
so
Why?
much.
Sports? What?
Sports. Hey, we're meeting friends here, and you try as much as you
Right.
can. Hey, grab your own money. I know.
Work.
It is
There
a
goes the
lot
next
of it
decade
is
for
sports.
Tracy.
I'm like, can I write that off? Can you write that off? That's not a
No,
childcare
but
cost.
they need, I had one kid in basketball, one kid in
yeah.
baseball, another kid
You gotta
in
get gear.
soccer. And though there are costs associated with it, sometimes they do fundraisers that help offset those costs, but not always. And they're growing so fast too.
right?
And the need to purchase clothing, which I don't have a lot of tolerance for. I'm like, sorry, those don't fit. Figure out a way to make
Yeah, but
them
your
fit.
girls are always super cute, Monica, and you guys are
They
like
are.
same size.
Yeah, oh my gosh, does that
So you
help?
got bonus,
I know.
right? She's got bonus
I know.
clothes.
We got 3 of us. Oh,
Oh, what-
Oh, here we go.
I was like, what is that?
Look, Mama's been up
Look,
since
look.
1 in the morning.
You ever been to a church where they give you a to-go plate and it's
Look,
in one of
let's
these
be honest.
containers?
Sometimes takeout tastes better the second day.
Yeah.
You just assume that that's what's going on here. Too.
okay.
Just give me one spoon. Give me one.
guys
Oh my
can split.
gosh, you are so funny.
Hey, I
I bet they have plates of
Right.
that. or
They
something.
do have plates, but I was like, does this really deserve a plate? I don't know.
Okay, I'll wait until everyone. I'll wait.
I'd rather it make more waste.
Look at Rob. He's going first.
Okay.
Go, Dad.
I'll eat it for sure.
Hey, this is really good. I'm not just saying that.
I'll tell you.
I think
Okay,
it's
I
really,
you guys have the truth. What do you guys think? It has a bean flavor. I mean,
I like it.
Where do,
bikini
you know,
later.
a bean flavor.
It has
where are you getting that?
You don't taste it with all the.
See, I like
There's
it,
3
but
beans in it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, Tracy, you can be honest.
I like it.
Did you ever see that thing where Oprah and somebody gave her some chicken, but it wasn't seasoned?
Yes, I did.
It just needs a little more love.
Okay. So maybe some salt and pepper.
What is that? Is that vinegar?
Yeah, I put some vinegar here.
Yeah,
Put some
probably a little more
extra.
vinegar.
okay. So I know we're getting ready to leave, and I did want to probably give this last comment. I think it's a really good one. Kimberly, your friend,
Yep,
kind of summing it up that she tried to go to work. The costs were too high.
Yeah.
That's why she's at home. So it's actually cheaper for her to stay home
Right.
than go to work. And thankfully, they were able to do so. She has 6 kids. If you weren't with us earlier, she has
Yeah.
6 kids.
Right.
It's tight. That's why budgeting is what it basically comes down to.
And that's, I mean, look, we like kids. It's great to raise a
like
family,
kids.
but at the end of the day, you got to make it work. And usually, when the kids are asleep and you start doing bills and things like that, you start to really think about this as like the topic that no one really talks about at the end of the day. So all these little tips are going to help. I just learned about an FSA today from you, Tracy.
right?
So thank you so much.
You know,
That's
I write
huge.
off my gym member. Okay, so I have a gym membership, right?
Yes, that's good.
And sometimes you have
we
to
sat
pay.
there and worked this for.
I did, right? I call
writing
them.
that off?
Well, I write off my daughter's portion. So normally, if you have a
like $40?
child, you have to pay an additional amount. That is considered a childcare cost because someone is watching her while I'm working out. I can write that off.
Wow.
Now, you have to take into consideration this one has an accounting degree as
That's
well.
true.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
she
we can write
works
that
the
off.
numbers.
And
Wait.
you know, that's why I send my daughter to the my grandparents for a month in the summer.
Yeah.
Free childcare.
Yeah.
That is true
Wow.
too.
Free child. They feed her and everything.
Here's one from the IRS. Tracy, we'll be talking to you later on after the show. We never thought of that one. We'll figure this one out.
No, I called ahead of time, and I
No,
made
but
sure.
you have a point. A
Hashtag
lot of
loophole.
reasons, part of justifying the cost of a healthcare club, because
Yes.
they are not cheap,
Yeah.
No.
is that you do get childcare included with that, so that the kids are being taken care of. I mean, that is a huge thing.
Yeah,
You
it
get a
is.
couple
Yeah.
hours, as long as they're not fussy. Definitely part of it. So
Well,
if you
you
can write
know-
it off, even better.
Right. We were talking about, doing things for ourselves. I had a lot of guilt doing
Yeah, something for
the
yourself.
workout place because it's like, it's so much money. So you know what I did? I got rid of cable. The only
there you go.
way I could rationalize paying for it, I got rid of cable. I figured it's summer. We shouldn't be watching that much television. And now I do the health club, which I felt like I needed just for stress levels, just to kind of work out, do something for you. And now somebody's watching her, so I can binge watch a little TV, whatever your guilty pleasure is.
Okay, first of all, I liked the salad. It was good. It was flavorful. But you know what my most important thing I want to tell everybody,
Tell
because
us.
I feel like just when my son was younger and working 2-3 jobs at some point just to get through it, is not to hate yourself and not to compare yourself to other people. I have made myself miserable just looking at this person going to vacation or this person getting that or this great job. So why is this ever going to happen to me? And I think we talk about the power of the universe and being positive and just whatever works out for you, do it and do not be ashamed. You own it. I go to a radio station. I did freelancing, coaching, teaching,
Cook, chef.
cook, waitress. So that's all I had.
And
There you go.
you just went on a huge vacation to Hawaii, right?
First time I went
did.
in
So it
12
will come to
years
you
I went on a
eventually.
vacation.
There we go.
My husband, yes.
Wow, way to go,
There you
Britt.
go.
And she looked great too.
Yes, you did.
On top of it all. Well, we're going to be doing this frequently, so
We are.
please join us and let us know what you would like to talk about. If we can help move things along and surviving as 3 moms and a dad who are not married.
Well, yeah, you can always reach out on our social media pages. If there's a topic you think we should be talking about, let us know. How you feel about the show, let us know. Brittany is probably going to be, are you going to put your recipe on?
I will put it on there. Bless you if you try it. It's good.
Yeah, right.
It's
So,
really good.
Season it how you
we
like
work in a newsroom. That will be gone in like 5 minutes.
Oh, that
So
is-
it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it's in a bowl with a spoon, it's going to be eaten.
no, it was good. Once
it's
I
really
added
good.
a
They're
little
in for a
vinegar,
treat. It's good.
It was pretty good. 3 moms and a dad. So who came up with that great name?
I think it was collective.
Yeah, I think it was all of
Except
you.
for Rob, we just kind of pulled him in. He
Yeah,
had
we were
no
like,
idea he
come
was
on,
going to
Mom,
be
we
doing
need
this.
you.
Did you see on
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom? It's just like 3 moms and a dad. It's a metaphor for life.
And a
It's okay.
dad.
I'm used to it.
Oh my gosh. So we're
Rob,
still-
come with us. You'll love it. I
Yeah.
promise
But
you.
you always need the dad perspective. There's always like a
It's
good
true.
dad
That's right.
perspective.
I learned so much about men and the other side just sitting next to you, how you perceive things when I ask
Rob.
men to do something, the other side of the table.
Yeah.
I'm all deep.
Okay.
See, that,
Let me go into dad mode. Yes, dear.
Yeah, I was just
Whatever
going to
you
say.
say.
Whatever you say, right?
And I'm sorry for whatever I may do later on today.
All right.
Let me just wake up and apologize for everything I'm about to do and what I'm not going to do that you wish I would have done.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you?
Right? Okay, guys, we're wrapping things up. 3 months. Anybody, any last words? I love today's segment. I thought it was fun. I learned a lot.
It goes fast.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you more.
See you guys.